Hi everyone, I'm June and welcome to my channel. Today I will start my second challenge. Aside from the Discworld series, I want to read all the books in the SF Masterworks collection. Well, at least I plan to read as much as I can of that list. Remember that I don't plan to collect the books, I just want to use the list as a guidance of all the books I plan to read. Today I want to start with the first book, Amazeofdeath. By the way, I will assign a number to this video, so for instance, this video will be the video number 1 in the challenge, but it doesn't mean that this book was written or published as the first book in general or by this collection. My readings will be random within the series, so the number 1 is just to give an order. Amazeofdeath is a science fiction book written by Phillip K and published in 1970. The book starts with the story of Ben Tolchief. He's a naturalist who is kind of tired of his work, so he prays to God by sending him electronic messages to get a new job. His wish is granted and he's sent to a planet called Delmak-O to start his new task. By the moment he arrives to this planet, he encountered other colonists, just to realize that no one in the settlement has any idea why they are in there and what they have to do. All they know is that they have to wait for the last 2 settlers to arrive in order to contact a kind of satellite that will give them the instructions on what to do next. After all the settlers have arrived, they have to face 2 huge complications. First, they notice that there is a problem to get the instructions, so they don't know what to do. Second, they cannot leave the planet because they have no means of transportation. In summary, they are stranded in Delmak-O without knowing what to do or how to escape. The problem gets worse when they start being killed one by one and they realize they are not alone in this planet that hides more secrets than they can imagine. This is a 50 years old book, so I will call it a vintage book. And the problem that I have with these vintage science fiction books is that either they tend to deal with social and sexual interaction, or they try to deal with religious and existential problems, or both topics at the same time. Well, at least the books I have read deal with these topics, mainly because most of them are set in faraway planets or small spaceships traveling for years through this universe, producing that this small crew becomes a type of Lord of the Flies. Actually, I have read few books that deal with different topics like culture, for instance, but I have to say that Amazeofdeath surprised me so much. It has most of the characteristics I expect in a science fiction book, or any type of book. I always search for plot twist books. You will start with one idea and then it is changed completely. What you give for sure, maybe it is not. By the way, Ben Tolchief is not even the main character. Sometimes I felt that I was reading a thriller or a detective book, which seems very interesting to me. The idea of not knowing why all these people are together and stranded in this planet gives chances to assume and create theories about the whole purpose of these people to be called to come to this specific planet. Can they really contact God? Is he real? And what are the strange things around the planet? What is killing them? Or who is killing them? I mean, there are too many questions that keeps you reading and reading until the end. You really want to know the truth. And the ending, my friend, that ending was the best ending I have read in a long time in a science fiction book. You will really get surprised. I think the ending has actually 2 surprising things. It really shocked me in some way that I'm still thinking about it and creating my own theories about what happened. Even though the book was very interesting, I still found some details that didn't feel natural or realistic. At the moment of reading, I felt there was no point in adding those details, but now that I think about it, everything makes sense at the end of the book. The first book in my SF Masterworks challenge, and I am completely happy by the book I happen to read. Well, I want to continue reading more of this collection, so I will see you next time. Bye bye.